Lady from Platte, for what purpose do you rise?
To inquire of the amendment maker.
Gentleman from Clay, do you yield?
I do.
And do you have a clear path?
I do.
Please proceed.
We do. Thank you. Hello,
Good
lady.
afternoon. Were you aware that my election was historic in Platte County?
I didn't. I'm sorry. I should have followed your election, but I wasn't. So I'm sure.
Do you know why it was historic?
Well, I didn't follow it, so I don't know why.
Okay. I am the first black person elected to this body from Platte County.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Do you know why that's so important? I'll tell you.
Yes.
So on February 6, 1865, this body ratified the amendment to the U.S. Constitution that would abolish slavery. There were 4 people who voted against that ratification. 2 of them were the members that represented Platte County. So according to your amendment here, would they not be able to teach about the connection between my election and those gentlemen not ratifying the amendment?
That's just historical. There would be no. And actually, did you realize that people like myself?
I'm actually interested because it says that you would not fund any initiative which promotes the concept that disparities are necessarily tied to oppression. So can one make the argument that people who did not ratify the amendment that would abolish slavery would not have wanted me to be elected? Right.
No, you could promote the idea that disparities may be the result of oppression, but the necessary part is critical. The disparities are necessarily connected to oppression. That's the issue.
Right, but that's a very loose language. Yeah. And so because of that, I think that there would be people who would read this amendment and say that they would not be able to teach about my election because of the fullness of that story.
The same
Thank
thing
you
would
for
be
the
true
inquiry.
for me.
To speak on the amendment.
Proceed, lady.
It's very plain. They would not be able to teach about the historic nature of my election because...
The lady's time has expired. Gentleman from St. Louis City.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield 1 more minute to the lady from Platte.
Proceed, lady.
I don't even need a full minute. They would not need to speak, they would not be able to teach about the historic nature of my election because the fullness of that story is that the representatives from Platte a very long time ago, in fact, 157 years ago, voted to maintain slavery in America. That is a connection that I am very proud of, being the first black person from Platte County, and I yield the balance of my time.